Hello there everyone, it's a new week, so time for a new market overview. Again, this is for educational purposes only. I do my analysis, my view on the market. I pick some setups. I hope you learn a lot from the way I think and the way I look at the market, more than just looking at the things I find, so you can copy them and of course maybe you can make a nice profit of it, but really my thing is to teach you how to be a successful trader yourself. So that being said, I get a lot of questions. What do you trade? Do you trade Forex? Do you trade commodities? Do you trade stocks? And what kind of stocks? European, US? Well, my answer is always, I don't care what I trade. I trade what has a certain technical structure, and if I see a setup based on a technical structure, I trade it. So last week I showed you some Forex setups. The week before we went into some stocks. So let's start with a commodity right now. This is natural gas. This is the weekly chart. We can see that ever since a year and a half, 2016, summer of 2016, this has been trading in this range. Of course, there's huge price movement within this area, but this is the area where price is trading. Actually, this should be, to me, is a even better picture, because this is one-time breakout. Price was here for a couple of weeks, 1 month, and then it fell back in this range. So this is the range we are looking at. Going down to the daily chart. Let's get a picture of this whole setup. As you can see, it's kind of hard to put in support and resistance areas on this chart. So the thing I do is I draw supply and demand zones. This is a supply demand zone. This is a zone as well, which we have just entered. Another zone is up here. As soon as price comes into this zone, it looks to be turning around. And of course we have some other zones where price is reacting once it reaches that area. We can draw this all the way up to here, but for now this is the area we are focused on. Right now we have moved into this this zone. On the daily chart we can see price sell-off was a huge sell-off from above here. So knowing that price is actually in this zone right now, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Let's see if we can find a setup. We can see the price is reacting down here. It came down here, pulled back, then did another attempt to move lower, but that didn't happen. I normally do not go to the 1-hour chart, just to show you the picture. Price was consolidating down here, never managed to break lower, and is now starting to is looking to move to the upside. So let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Price is now stalling around here. It looks like this could be the first higher high if you count this one in. I think it's a bit early to call that, but you never know. Anyway, this of course should be your stop level. Well, if you decide to take this trade, potential is pretty good on this one, because if you decide to enter around here and you put your stop down there, there is huge potential in this trade. It's a setup 3.6 risk reward ratio, so that's pretty good. The thing I am personally looking for is a reaction from this area, potential pull down, maybe pull back, and then we can see this one go to the upside. So this would be a nice entry area. Let's see how price will behave. It's just Monday, so let's see what happens. But looking at the bigger picture, like we do this way, we are in a nice range where we are at the bottom of a range. So that means we are in a supply zone, or a demand zone, sorry. So the demand for this particular pair is high, so we can so the price will increase and head into this supply zone where there is a lot of supply and it will get cheaper. That's the reason why we call it supply and demand. But anyway, support area, resistance area, just how you want to call it. It is near the zone of this this range, so a possible reaction will be coming, and if this one doesn't hold, you get stopped out. That's part of the game, and then we will go further into the next zone where we most likely will see another reaction back up. So one more thing, we are seeing, no, we're not getting any information from the RSI in this one. So that's it for natural gas right now. I want to show you some things. A lot of you know I'm from Holland, so this is a price. This is the Dow Jones from my country. Let's call it that way. Price went into a correction. This level seems to be holding the 534.5, 135, let's call it that. And price was in this range for a while, and right now it looks like price broke out of that range and is ready to start trending again. Also, it's December, it's the end of the year, the first week of December is past, so maybe we see a rally, an end year rally. This is to me a sign that price will be trending again. Broke out of this range. Of course, this level of the 549.5 needs to be broken to avoid that we are seeing some kind of head and shoulder pattern or whatever. So manage a risk, and this is definitely a trade to be looking at. Same thing goes for the German DAX. Not really that convincing. I really need a more convincing break of this area here. This was more of a fake out, so let's see what the markets will do when they open later today. Then we go to the Russell. The correction was already over. Maybe we're seeing some re-entry potential here. Same thing goes for these. Especially, it's not really interesting to watch all the US indices, but an interesting one is of course the Nasdaq. Price went into a pretty steep correction and looks to be recovering right now. Of course, it's too early to call it a recovery yet, but again, we have to see later on today where this will be going. Because if the DAX does close up higher, then we will have some interesting setups. Things I am looking at was Visa. A bit too late to enter that right now. MasterCard is still on the table. Maybe a re-entry from this trend line. This is something you didn't want to be in. Here, this one is already in play. I entered actually on this one. So another staircase to be taken. The big ones, Facebook, same thing. This one pulled the Nasdaq down. So maybe a touch of the trend line, and we will continue back up again. Same thing for Shopify. Pretty same behavior as Facebook. Google, one of the bigger ones. Apple, of course. All kinds of stocks that pulled the Nasdaq down. Quite a similar pattern, as you can see. So, don't know if we can get any decent trend lines in here to be calling it a trend continuation, or give us some more clues. Well, if the correction continues, there's still more potential in this trade. Maybe this is something we have to put on the charts as well. But for now, it looks like this this is over. We don't know. Of course, we don't try to look in the future. We try to. This is a flip zone, actually. For those of you who don't know, this is a flip zone because this was resistance once, twice, a little bit, twice resistance. Here was a little bit resistance as well, because this is all together. It's more of a fake breakout. Then again, price struggled, finally broke through, was trading around above this area, came back, retested it, and now this this resistance area became support, so we are talking about a flip zone where resistance turns into support. Very important price levels. This is actually a resistance or support zone that actually counts. A lot of people just draw lines and they say this is support, this is resistance. This is a real resistance or a real support area. So same thing goes for Amazon. Same kind of correction in the Nasdaq. So tech stocks, if you are looking to enter some interesting things, tech stocks. This one, we need a little extra because I was analyzing this one earlier, and I was looking at this one from a 200-day moving average, and I saw the prices still struggling around that area again. It broke out, came back, it broke out, came back. So interesting to see if this one will finally break this 200-day moving average and start trading above that area again, and then with a short stop. Very quick analysis, because as you can see by the lines, I've been looking at this one for quite some time. So this is we extend this level as well. We got ourselves a cluster around here. We got a potential support area. We got a trend line that it bounces off of, and we got this 200-day moving average where we potentially, if we break it, retest it, and it holds, we are actually moving to the upside again. So that is an interesting setup. IBM took a beating last year. Maybe we are in for a further move to the upside. PayPal, of course, interesting if you ask me. Also moving into a cluster. Support area. Well, this support area, it's not really a support area right now. This is the support area. Correction, just like all the tech stocks, came down, found support, is now back at the trend line, and is if this one continues, we will see more potential in this stock. But for now, keep in mind, if you are a technical trader like I am, a high, a lower high, a lower high. This was a lower low and a lower low. So we are still not in the structure we want to see. A structure where we are seeing higher highs and higher lows, of course. So also on the 4 hour we are seeing some movement that will confirm that this one is moving up again, but we will have to see. Microsoft is in consolidation, took a hit from the Nasdaq correction, but that's it for now. This is it for now. A little thing about a setup from last week. This one is it reached into this. This is kind of the same setup I just showed on natural gas. It came in this this resistance area. Well, as you can see, price turned around and starts to fall right now. At the moment, of course, we see a low, a higher support area, a higher support area. Also, the highs are still higher, so we are actually still in an uptrend within this channel, of course. We go to the hourly chart, same thing. We don't really have a confirmation. This is more of a consolidation. We need, for example, a break of this area to be calling it a reversed trend. So it's just Monday. Let's see what happens this week. So that's it for now. I don't want to go into too much at the same time. Natural gas, I think that's a nice setup for this week. Also, I was looking at the indices where we are seeing some signs of finally that year-end rally, and well, let's see. Of course, when you trade the indices, Dutch stocks are rallying. If the DAX is showing us some more momentum to the upside, we will see some reaction over here as well. That the German stocks like SAP, where I'm in at the moment, if this one gets some more momentum, we are definitely going to profit from that, of course. This one is no longer on the table, but I'm gonna leave it on for now because also trend lines they got broken. it looks like it got retested over here and it acted as resistance, so the support function of this trend line has become a resistance area. So let's see what happens. Another German stock I'm in is Lufthansa. It's trending. It's trending very nicely all year. It's still trending. We just have a flip zone here. Resistance became support. So this is a lot of green lights, a lot of good signs to be in this trade. Another one I'm in when it comes to the Germans. Same thing. This is almost identical to the DAX. When we go to the 4-hour chart, we see some more price action. This is consolidation. It's very clear consolidation. We as traders I as a trader want to be in a trending market, and this is a consolidating market, so this is not interesting to me. So I want to see a push through this level, and then I would be very happy to be re-entering this trade to new highs. So that's it for this week. I hope you find some information, especially the way I look at the markets, going from the bigger time frames to the lower time frames, pinpointing ranges, pinpointing trends, support resistance zones, flip zones. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Don't forget, the new website trader.com just got launched. This is it, trader.com. Trader standing for Trade Risk Reward Ratio. It's a blog. Every week you will see another article on here to help you understand the markets, to help you perform better in your trading, to become consistently profitable as well. I offer mentoring classes because I get a lot of questions about those mentoring classes, and of course there's a special offer if you send me a message. If you join me trading with Markets or FX Pro, they will pay a little bit at the end of the day for your mentoring. So because we are launching actually trader.com, I would offer a free mentoring to those who join me and do a deposit of minimum 500 euros, whatever your currency is. But you know, at the end of the day, I get a little commission over the things you do. That is for me a win-win, because I want to help you for free, so no costs for the mentoring. If you are not willing to trade with those brokers and you already have your own broker, your own account, just if you need help, I'm here to help you. I'm happy to sit with you one-on-one for 1 hour. Let's see what you have to offer, what you are looking at in the markets, and of course let's try to find those challenges. Let's try to find those flaws in your own trading system so we can improve that. And often with 1 or 2 sessions it's done. I'm not going to sell you 10 sessions for a crazy amount. It's just, let me help you. We use the sessions we need. If it's done, it's done. You're consistently profitable as soon as possible. I hope that's our mission, and then enjoy the freedom and enjoy the money in the trading business. So that's it for now. Trade safe, and I will see you in the next